Hello everyone, welcome back to Glitz and Glitter. I told you yesterday I have a lot of orders and I have more to do, but I think I might intertwine some of the Happy Mail molds that I've been receiving that have been like on the back burner because of everything else that I've been doing. But today we're going to do 3 people's orders, but before that I got some amazing Happy Mail. The first one I got is from Cynthia. I thought these would work well in our favorite frame mold. If you cut them in half and seal that end, you have your clear sheet and magnetic included. Hope this works. Enjoy your gift from Cynthia Mathis. And this is these, but I'm not quite sure, Cynthia, what you mean by cutting them in half to have the clear sheet and the magnetic sheet. So I need you to expound on that. This is the protective film you remove. We're going to pour one today just to see. And it looks like it's the right size, so that's not the problem. But I don't understand the cutting it in half thing because I think you need to pull this off. And I don't know what the clear sheet they're talking about is. So look at them all. We have plenty to get us through, as many as we would probably be pouring because I have tons of molds and nobody has ordered them since I got all those molds in, but we can make them and give them away. So thank you so much, Cynthia. There was also the instruction sheet here. It says, please tear off a protective film. If you receive that the protective film in the product is damaged, please tear off the protective film directly. It does not affect the use of the products. Tear off the protective film on the magnetic picture frames. The photos will be very clear and the use effect will be best. So I'm not quite sure what that means, but we're gonna try them. The second gift I got, and you guys, I was blown away. And Lori Finzer, you shocked me and Dawn. Just a little prelude to before I show you what she gave me. A lot of you guys asked me to create an Amazon wish list, which I never had, and I don't like doing that, and I never felt comfortable doing it because I hate asking for things. But a lot of you guys were like, we don't want to guess. I would really love it, if you had an Amazon wish list because we want to send you stuff, and if you don't tell us what you would like, then we have to guess, and then you might not use it, and it all makes sense. I know you guys love to bless me, and I can't thank you guys enough. So I did recently create one, and I put rhinestones and like products that we have to use to package. Things I use every day are on there. Not very expensive things, but I didn't know what to put on there because I'm not used to this. I never mentioned it before. I just threw it in the description box. I didn't want to call attention to it, but this is making me call attention to it. I put one thing on there that was very expensive, and I have been putting it off for 2 years now to buy for myself. And I threw it on the wish list, and I'm like, whatever, it'll probably be there forever. Eventually I'll buy it for myself, but I haven't yet. Well, like I said, I never mentioned that I had the Amazon wish list. Lori Finzer found it in the description box. She went through the wish list. She sent me that one item that I never expected somebody to buy, and she bought it. It says, Michelle, I know the importance of a good chair for an aching back. I saw this in your Amazon wish list. If you need to exchange it, feel free to do so. Hope it helps. From Sparkle, Lori Finzer. Lori, I will never, ever send this back. So this is a picture of what she sent me. It is the most comfortable chair when I am editing my videos at that computer for hours and hours and hours at a time. Oh my God, Lori, I was so excited to get that. I saw that huge box outside, and I'm like going to walk my dogs in the evening, and they didn't alert me that like Amazon showed up. So I'm like, what is this huge box? Because it was a big box itself inside a bigger box to deliver it. And I opened it up out on the porch, and I'm screaming for Dad. I'm like, oh my God, hon, come here. He's like, what? I'm like, you're not going to believe this. Somebody found my Amazon wish list and they bought me the chair. He's like, you've got to be kidding me. He didn't even know I made an Amazon wish list. He's like, what's on your list? I'm like, this was like the most expensive thing that was on there. And she picked that. I was like floored. His mouth was open. My mouth was open. I was so happy, surprised, all of those emotions going through me. Lori, you are amazing. Lori has also really supported my eBay store. She has bought many, many items from me, and I recognized the name. And I'm wondering if the sparkle is the username that I see a lot on my Amazon, or not my Amazon lives, on my live premieres chats, the live chats. So Lori, let me know what your full name is for your username, because I have a feeling I know what it is, but I don't want to say it on here in case I'm wrong. So, wow, you blew me away last night. This is the next morning, and I was just like, oh my gosh, I've been using it. Like, I walked my dogs that night, and that takes me about 20-30 minutes. And then when I got home, Don had it all put together for me, and we got rid of the old one. I gave it to him. He's like, I don't want that thing. That ain't no comfortable chair. And I'm like, well, then throw it in the garbage, because I love this chair. Thank you so much. I love it. Thank you, guys. Okay, now that I got all that off my chest, we got 3 orders, and we're going to do this picture frame. So I will mix up an extra ounce. These 2 are for Jan. She was over the other day and she picked out 2 UV DTFs that she fell in love with. This is like a baby Stella. Stella is now probably, I don't know, 5 or 6 years old now, but this is what she looked like when she was a baby. So she wants a coaster with Stella, and she loves butterflies, so she chose this one. And she wants them backed in the Heaven's Dust, which is in stock as of right now. I have more on order, and oh my gosh, if you guys love Heaven's Dust, guess what? I ordered it in different sizes, and I'm going to make a mix. So we're going to have another same colors, different size mix. So like chunky and medium. I'm so excited to get that. So when my next order comes in with this, that will be in there as well. And it's already been shipped. And by the time you see this, it might even be in eBay by then. So the bottom's going to be Heaven's Dust in that, and then clear topping for this. We're going to make this unicorn again, and this time it is going to be made with Diane Kapoor's Golden Opal. She wanted cream, like ivory, and this is so close to ivory. It's going to be beautiful. So the last time I made ivory, I had to come up with it myself, and I was mixing like white and the buttercream from Diane Kapoor's, but I don't need to do it now because she made her own ivory and I have it here. So that's going to be ivory. And the difference with this one now, since I'm not marbling it, we get to test out the vacuum chamber. I'm going to fill it like 3/4 of the way where that hair is, put it in the vacuum chamber and see if it works. I haven't gotten to try that yet because everybody wants it marbled. So I'm so happy she doesn't want it marbled, so we could try it and maybe we won't get those bubbles in the hair. And then for Danielle, she wants this conch tray done with red, white, and blue alcohol inks. Now red and blue, no problem. The white, I gotta try. This one I picked up at Hobby Lobby. It's Bria Reese. It doesn't say anything about sinker. I'm hoping this is not a sinker white. If it is, we're gonna have to redo it some other way, because if it's sinker white, it's just gonna sink. But she wants me to drip it into the tray and pour. And then she wants the little guy done. I think if I can find eyes to match, I might try the eyes again, but I don't know if I can find eyes to match. She wants pastel pink, pastel blue, and pastel purple, which I'm going to mix the pink and the blue together to get that purple. I pulled out my ocean white. Oh, it's leaking. So I can lighten up these colors if I need to an actual pastel color. Let me get this off before it gets all over me. This bottle is a hot mess. That's how much I use it. What a mess. So we got those orders. So I have a couple things to finish. This is going to be a late evening for me tonight because of the dragon and the unicorn to finish. So she wants the unicorn finished in golds and clear rhinestones. So that should be really pretty. Let me get some resin put together. I don't think I'm going to do them all together. I'm going to do them in separate batches just because I have a lot to do with it. So let me grab that and let's get started.
Brushes in hand and the world is my stage.
I mixed up 5. We're going to do the 2 coasters, the conch tray, and the picture frame first, and then we'll mix up the rest. I forgot to show you. Somebody sent these to me yesterday as well. And they're the butane fillers for like my lighters and my torches. So there was no name in there. I don't know if it was the same person, Cynthia, but there was no name in there. So whoever you are, thank you so much. Like I used this one already because I filled up all my lighters, all my torches, everything that I had butane because I just ran out of my other can. How did you know I just ran out of my other can? That's what's scary. So thank you so much. That came in handy right at the right time. Okay, let me get, what am I doing here? I'm going to use this one I have not used yet from Dianca Pours. Don't forget, discount code for her, Rose Quartz. It's pink. I just got this one that I ordered, and we're going to try it in the picture frame and see what it looks like. I don't think you need too much. It only takes 1 ounce for this little picture frame. And then I'm going to do 2 ounces of the Heaven's Dust for the coasters. This is pretty. And we'll get that all glammed up. I might understand more what you're talking about when I actually put that magnet on the back of it, but until then, I can't picture it in my head what to do. So I hope I figure it out. Okay, let's let that one sit for a minute. And I need a paper towel. I always cut mine in half just to not waste an entire paper towel on everything. Let's just dump a ton of this glitter in here. And I'm going to run everything through the vacuum chamber. Make sure all the bubbles are out, although you're really not going to see the bubbles in this, but you will in the conch tray. So since I have to do the clear, we're going to do it all. That looks pretty good. I think I'm going to do just a little bit more though, because why not? That looks even better, right? Okay, I don't know if the glitter will sink. I don't think it will, but you know what? Should I put glue in there? I would hate for it to all fall. That's the only thing. Let me do it. I'm just gonna do it. It doesn't hurt it any. Let me mix it in here first. I'm just gonna do 2 drops, 1 for each. 1 for each ounce. What is that? All right. Piece of glitter or something. It isn't going to hurt anything. It'll still cure fine. It just gets nice and thick. Why isn't it coming out? Is it got glue on the top again? What the heck? Something's stopping it. All right, let's try it this. Yep, there we go. 1, 2, that's all we need. Problem is, I don't shut this all the way, and then it dries on top, so I'm just gonna get this, and I'm gonna put it in this other cup because with glue in here in the vacuum chamber, it just will bubble over like crazy. I should have just put it in this cup, but I didn't. Trying to save plastic and it didn't work. I think I'm gonna scrape it because I hate cleaning silicone cups that have glitter in it, and this spatula does a great job of doing that for me. So I will just get the rest of it out. These are awesome little silicone cups. They hold like 3 ounces. You can get these from Little Windows, really reasonable. I have a discount code for those as well, so make sure you use that. Okay, this looks mixed. Nothing came back to the surface. Let's get these bubbles out.
Glitz and glitter lighting up the night. Painting dreams with a shimmer so bright. Rhinestones dancing, catching every eye. This is my moment, gonna touch the sky. Dipped in gold.
Let's start with the coasters, and then we will move to the picture frame. I'm just gonna do like half full. That's all I want in there. And hopefully I'm splitting it correctly. I want them to be somewhat even. So I'm only doing 1 ounce in each one. And then we'll let these cure, put the stickers on, and top coat. Really simple. Simple yet effective. We're just going to use it no matter what it is because the sticker doesn't take up any space. Get my handy dandy spatula out that I just got all this glitter off of. I'm gonna try for not very many extras today, and if they are, I need to do something that's simple because those 2 characters take me a long time to finish. All right, that's done. I put them on paper towels just so I could slide things out of the way. Pretty simple, but let me wipe up my table here first. I'm loving this mat. You guys need to invest in this. I think they're like 20 bucks. It is so well worth 20 bucks to wipe everything up. Oh my gosh, best 20 bucks I ever spent. Okay, I just want to get all the glitter off of everything so it doesn't have to go into everything else. Let me just wash this with alcohol real quick. I was trying to get it out of that little silicone cup while it was debubbling, but I couldn't get it all. That's why I don't like putting glitter in my silicone cups. All right, so for the picture frame, look, there's something in there. Of course there is. Let's get it out. We don't want whatever you are in here. Okay, I'm just gonna spritz it, grab a dotting tool of whatever size, and we're going to just pour this in and squish it down into these little filigrees. I haven't made this for a while. I love this little thing. If you haven't seen these are so pretty when they're done. And I keep forgetting, like 1 ounce, when I have 1 ounce, this is a good thing to make for a leftover. I'm just trying to get it, especially right around this edge. There's a whole bunch of little stone-like things, and they love to get bubbles in there. This is a pretty, like, soft pink color. It's not bright, it's not pastel, it's kind of like right in the middle. Just get it up and around these. Get them all shoved in there. A little bit more just to go over that edge. Almost exactly 1 ounce. Almost. Not quite. I'm just gonna grab my little squeegee. The more you can clean these edges now, the less trimming you're gonna have. That was alcohol. Okay, oops, let me get around this edge. Sometimes it comes up over these corners and you have to trim them off when you're done. I think these are handmade molds. They look like they could be. All right, I've got a little left. We'll do that in a second. For this, I'm going to make sure you shake these kind really, really good. Not necessarily these, you should shake them, but anything that has a ball bearing that comes in it, you're gonna wanna shake it. Trying to think, I kind of like, she wasn't concerned about the colors like combining together, but I think I'm gonna keep it separated, you know what I mean? Like red, white, and blue. Let's try that. Let me just get the caps off. And then the white can combine, it's probably gonna make a light red and a light blue. Come on, drip. Am I almost empty? Red, oops. Okay, you just don't want it to dry. Oop, gosh, that was a lot. I'm really worried about the white. It could take over. This might have to be done again, just so you know. Because this is a first time, and a first time is usually the time that I'm learning what not to do. Let's do it like this. And we'll see what happens. Just gonna let it do its thing. This is in my way. Go around these edge. I'm gonna try to keep it separated. That would be great if the white stayed the white and didn't overtake everything. But again, learning. We're learning with this white. This holds about 1.5 ounces. I did mix up a little too much, but it was easier to mix up 5 ounces than 4.5 ounces. I'm just gonna fill it slowly. And we'll see how it, the only other way to do it, well, she wanted it dripped in, so I didn't want to like mix it in the resin because that's not really what the look she was going for. So let's hope. Just want to get some red over this section so it's not completely blank. Let's try to move our white back. Mix. What do you think? I think it might work. It might work. These lids on these Bria Reese bottles, let me tell you, they're hard to get back on. What do we got left here? Oh goodness, we got 1 ounce left. Let me do something that I'm not going to have to finish very much. Let me think about what I got here. Remember this alcohol ink from the other day, that cured peach? I combined all my resin into one little cup with the pink, so I'm just going to add this to it. And we're going to see what happens. I'm going to put a good bit in there and see if it changes color. We're going to make this beautiful butterfly. Let's see if it changes back to peach today. That was so weird. If you didn't see that, it was in that tray video from Into Resin about a week ago. I'm just gonna spritz that. This is the prettiest 3-dimensional butterfly that I just received, and more Happy Mail. You guys are amazing to me. It's just amazing. Don can't get over the fact that people just send me stuff. I can't get over it. I'm like, this is so weird. He's like, how come I don't get anything? I'm like, you don't need anything. You already got candy. Like, what else would you possibly need? Oh, I just overfilled it too. Shoot, let me see if I can get some out because I'm talking too much. Where's my little squeegee? It's probably right in front of me as it is. This one is, you don't fill this one all the way up or you're gonna have a big huge hump on the back. Well, on this mold anyway. So I'm just gonna leave it like that. Spritz that. I'm trying not to take up a lot of space. Let's do the Into Resin Butterfly since I have some left. Of course there's like glitter in there. Guys, I try to keep these clean. It doesn't work. Come on. Let's pour this slowly into those wings. And the bottom. Squish them. Sometimes I get bubbles on them anyway, but it's pretty simple to fix those with UV resin. But these don't need a ton of work after the fact, so that's why I'm gonna pour these. Got just a tiny little bit left, so let's get that out of the way. Let's do one of my favorite flowers. Where is it? This one here is my favorite little flower. I do make these independent sometimes, but you do have to squish it down in there. There's a lot of petals. But if you get holes or bubbles in the petals, I've found out that if you just get a little tiny file and you file around those bubbles, it looks natural. So it doesn't make a big difference. It's not like a failed piece or anything. There we go. Easy peasy. Trying to get it filled up so I don't get a bubble or a blank spot. Okay, that's all of that one. Perfect. Let me just set that out of the way. I've already mixed up 4 ounces and I put in the golden opal, put it through the vacuum chamber. So what we're gonna do, this is a split mold, which is why I have it taped together, so you get your split as perfect as you can, so you're not seeing much of a seam. You're gonna see a little bit. There's nothing I can do about that because it's a split mold. I'm gonna spritz a little alcohol down in there. Oh my gosh, I see a blue something in there. Let me try to get that out. That would have really been terrible. There, I got it. Okay, so I'm gonna spritz a little alcohol, try to get it in there, and we're gonna watch together in the vacuum chamber how many bubbles come out. So I'm not gonna pour it all the way. I'm just gonna maybe, I can't even get to the, well, I don't know. I'm gonna have to release the pressure a lot. I covered up all the hair. That's what gives me the problems, is the beautiful flowing hair on this thing. And I've never gotten to try it this way, so I'm so excited. As you can see, there's bubbles popping up already. Let's watch together.
Diamonds shine in the midnight air. Glue and gems, they're my magic spell, turning the ordinary into something to tell. Glitz and gold with a stroke of flair. Diamonds shine in the midnight air. Glue and gems, they're my magic spell, turning the ordinary into something to tell. Glitz and glitter.
That was crazy how many bubbles still came out, even though I vacuum chambered this before I poured it in there. If you have a pressure pot, this is the perfect example of a mold that needs to go in there. I do not have one because I do not have room for one. Otherwise, I would have had one a long time ago. I just don't have any space to put it into. So, oh, I thought this took 4 ounces. Now I have more extras. Oh my gosh. I guess it takes 3. I really need to write that on here this time. Yeah, takes 3. So I am interested to see if that did anything. I was releasing the pressure a lot, and I just turned it off eventually because it would have probably bubbled forever. So there is that. All right, let's move that out of the way. We got this little guy to do. But first, I need to pour this extras into something. What can I pour those into? Maybe, you know what? I'm just going to pour some pocket hugs that I have sitting over there, so you won't see those. I'll unmold them with you, but they don't fit on here right now. For the dragon, I mixed 5. For the dragon mold, you can't get this mold other than in the Squishies kit by Let's Resin. And from what I understand, it's not going to be available again until August of 2025, just in case. I don't know when you're watching this. So August of 25, they say that it should be back out to purchase. So they've been out of stock for a while. It must have been super duper popular for that little mold. I know a lot of people bought it just for the mold. They didn't really want the squishies, but they wanted the mold. And it was worth it. I mean, it's not an expensive kit, and you get to make the squishies, and then you get the mold. And it also came, I think, with the hamster mold. Yeah, it did. But it looks like this little dragon guy is much more popular than that hamster. Although, in my opinion, I'd rather have the hamster. I'm not a dragon lover, but you guys seem to love these little things because I've got more orders for them. And I totally forgot about the eyes. So I guess I will be painting them on. I don't even know if I have pastel eyes in that. Oh, I completely forgot. I'm so sorry, Danielle. I hope you didn't want those eyes. I mean, I hope it doesn't matter. Here's the blue, because it's not going to sit here long enough for me to be messing around with those. I'm just going to hope that there's no pastel looking eyes that'll match this in that little kit that I got. And then I'm going to mix the blue and the pink together to get the purple. I might lighten these up just a hair with the white. Let's see, just a little tiny bit, not too much. Come on, get down there. This bottle is like half full, but it doesn't like to move very fast when you're, let me leave it on its side. Let's see if that'll lighten it a little bit. Did that do anything? I don't think that did anything. Let me do a little bit more. I don't want to do too much. I'll be going back and forth from the blue to the white. That did a little bit. Yeah, I think that's a good color. She sent me a picture of what she was referring to, and I'm pretty sure from memory this is much closer than what I had in the beginning. That is really cute. Okay, let's do a little white in this one. We'll use this stick. When you use pigment paste, make sure you mix it really good, because it will ruin your piece, unfortunately. Ask me how I know. It's happened a couple of times. That's pretty. Now let's try to get the purple by mixing these two colors. All right, so let me move these. We're gonna vacuum chamber all this, but before that, we're going to try for purple. I don't remember if it's more blue. I know I've done it before with these two colors, or more pink. So let's see what we have. I don't even think I'll have to lighten it. That's so cute. Those colors are so pretty. That's more bluish. Let's see if I add more pink, what'll happen. I don't know which one I need to add. Oops. Oh my gosh, not that much. Let me get that off here. Not that much. It's like a lavender. That's really pretty. Is that the right color? I don't know. Let me try to add a little more pink. I don't know if I need to be adding pink or blue. I just know the two combined make purple. I guess I can always drip 1 drop of purple to help so I don't have to keep going back and forth. Maybe I'll do that. Let me see what 1 drop of purple will do to this. That's a little lighter than I want it to be. Like 1, oh gosh! That was 2! Oh, I guess it's okay. Relax, Michelle, relax. I might even put 1 more. Let me see compared to this. No, I think that's good. I'm just hoping they don't all blend together, but let's get them vacuum chambered and start pouring. Last pour of the day. I'm just gonna spritz down in there. Squish it around. I'm gonna do larger blocks, I think, and pour them in like this, hoping we see all 3 colors. And this holds almost the whole 5 ounces. I'm trying to pour it on the sides so the sides get something too. It's hard to marble in something that has that much space on the inside, because the marbling you're only going to see on the outside. You don't get to see what's going on the inside. And this could very well turn all purple, I'm thinking, with the blue and the pink. I'm wondering if I should have just done blue and pink and left out the purple. That is a good question. It could have made its purple all by itself. All right, that's about it. I just have scrapings left. Really not much of anything. So that's good. Just gonna pop that 1 bubble. Scrape that 1 spot. Oh, this spot too. Oh, more than 1 spot. If I just look a little closer, it's everywhere. All right, well, I've got it all done. I'll put this into something and we'll demold everything in a couple hours. This one needs a second coat. Everything's cured, but we need to do the stickers. These are the UV DTF stickers. You get 1 chance at them, and that's it. And I only have 1 of everything, so I can't even redo them if I wanted to. So you're gonna put it down like a decal if you were making it on your Cricut. So you'll take the back layer off, and then you'll take the top layer off, and then we're just gonna cover it in more resin. And that's it for that, except I need something to get it off with. Come on. These things are really, really strong. Some people say you don't need to seal them in with resin, but I don't trust anything. They say they're supposed to be really durable and all that, but I don't know. Maybe they are. I just don't. I wouldn't trust it, but you might have a different experience than me with them. I've never not sealed them and put it that way. Okay, that one looks pretty good. And here's baby Stella. Try not to touch your finger to the actual sticker, because it'll probably come off on your glove. So cute. Press them down really good. And then once I have these poured, I'm going to go ahead and unmold the other stuff so I could get started on finishing it. the dragon, actually, I was looking at my notes. She didn't want any stones on it, so that one's not going to take me as long as I thought it was going to take me tonight. But the unicorn definitely wants stones, so that one's going to take a while. There we go. Perfect. Let me get these off of here. I've already got it mixed and debubbled, so all I'm going to do is pour it in, dome them really well. Let me spritz them first. So we don't have any bubbles. I'm going to go from eye level. I don't know how much they're going to take. Let me just let that settle for a minute. They're not domed quite yet. I forgot to put the little pocket hugs on the heat mat with everything, so those are not cured. Whoop, that one's good. I'm glad I did 3 because I was only going to do 2 and it took the 3. Yeah, I can't fit any more in there. So we will do something with this tiny little bit that I have left. You know what? I'm just going to throw this in my extras conch tray over there that I give away every once in a while whenever it's filled. We're not getting very far on it because I don't fill it very often with extras anymore. I've been making all kinds of stuff with them. So we're going to put that in here. Just clear, not even going to color it. So it doesn't go to waste. All right, that's good. I'm going to just, I don't even see any bubbles in there. Let me get this out of the way. I don't see any bubbles at all. I'm gonna run a dotting tool around it just in case. In case I don't see them, I want to dislodge them from this edge. Then I will push them out of the way and we will demold almost everything else. I'm not going to spritz those because they're domed. Otherwise, they'll just go over the edge and spill. So I'm going to be really careful with that. Put some things away and let's demold. Just when you think you're completely out of extra resin, you can scrape that cup and get 16 more butterflies. That seems to be the case with me. So we've got these little purple butterflies. And I got 16 out of what I didn't think I had anything left. I really need to clean off the top of this mold. It's got little bits and pieces all dried everywhere. So that, I'm almost filled the second cup. These are on eBay if you guys want them, because I didn't know what else to do with hundreds and hundreds of them. All right, we've got a couple little purple turtles. There they are. This is pigment paste, so it's not like super duper shiny or anything. And we've got, let's look at this one. I put all 3 colors in this flower, and this is a pendant. Isn't that cute? I love those colors. I hope it marbled like that in that dragon. Oh, I really hope it did. This one is just purple. Oh man, that one looks terrible. I got bubbles everywhere. All those tips. Yeah, not good, not good. Let's hope we could better on this one. Oh, we did. Well, I've got a couple of little bubbles here. I'm just gonna file those down and then it'll just look like a flower with extra petals. And here's the other one like that. This one I did much better. Oh, I got a big bubble there. Man, just when you think, I'm not spraying these with alcohol. Maybe I should start spraying them with alcohol before I pour them. Let's get the butterflies out. Ooh, this one's still kind of soft. I don't think I'm going to do the other butterfly just yet. I think it's too soft. But that's pretty. It's pink, but it's not peach. But remember, we had the pink mica powder in there, so I really don't know if that That pink alcohol ink turned peach now that I think about it. So I'm just gonna have to trim the back. Every time I do this one, it's like something in there. It's almost like silicone's coming out of that mold for some reason, but I've made this several times, so there shouldn't be any more silicone that was left when they made the mold down there, but I don't know. That's pretty. This one, I don't think I can get out. No, it's too flexible. I'm gonna wait. Let's get this out and see how we did. Very nice. No bubbles that I can see. So we're gonna get this blinged out as well. Really nice. Let's do this. This looked like everything stayed in place. I hope it looks good from the other side. The white did sink. She wants this, she wants some silver markings on this with around the edge and here. So let's see if that helps it any. You could see a couple micro bubbles in the white. I don't know. I'll have to send her a picture. So she just wants me to go around like these little edge pieces and have some silver highlights done. So all the way around this edge. I'm just going to use a chrome marker, a thin one. And then she wants the little pieces that show the curvature of the shell done as well, like there. And I just go over. I think I did these once or twice, and she must have seen that a long time ago. And then there's one that goes right here. It's hard to see with the colors. Oh, hang on, there's something on my hand. I must have dripped some resin right there. Get it off my table. And this one goes from here all the way to there. And then I will go all the way around the edge. I don't know where I started, but what do you think? I think that looks pretty good. I think she might like it. I did end up using this one after the fact because this one's a much brighter silver. Even though this has a finer tip, it wasn't as bright as this one. I do love this pen. It's one of my favorite pens for silver, but let me put that out of the way. I need to wipe my hand. Something is on my hand. Let's get out the dragon, and then we'll see if the unicorn worked or not. Please, let's pray this has all three colors. I have to make this one like 3 more times. Oh, I got one drip on his head, and that was pigment paste. However, this one wants, what did I do with it? Now I lost it. I had a tiny little golden butterfly pulled out for this one. Now it's gone somewhere. I gotta find another one. She wants golden highlights, but no stones. I do need to do the eyes. And I pulled a gold butterfly out. That would have been perfect, especially for that drip right there. Now I gotta find another one. I have more. I can't believe I lost it. But let's look at the marbling. Sorry, I got distracted. So we got the pink with the blue and the purple. Oh my God, it's beautiful. It's so cute. It's so cute. So we're gonna fill in the eyes. There's not a whole lot to highlight. Maybe on the wings, the toes, the feet. So we'll get gold in there. I don't even want to mess around with the horns because there's one of each color. So we'll get those eyes painted. Every single time I make this, it must be in the mold. The bottom of the wing has the exact same, like, I don't know. Let me see in the mold. Where is the wing here? Oh, it's up underneath here. Yeah, it's in my mold. So my mold has a few bits and pieces that shouldn't be there. In fact, I'm gonna pull them out. I should have looked a long time ago. Up underneath there, see those bits that don't belong and they're rough and jagged? That's what it's doing. It's molding that. So I don't know, whatever they molded wasn't perfect, and now I'm getting it in the bottom of every single wing. All right, we'll do that here in a minute. Let's get this one untaped. And let me see if that's wet. Oh, that's probably alcohol back there. I didn't want it to be resin. That's just alcohol drip. Okay, see there's a little piece of thin resin that went into the seam. It came out like a piece of paper. And you can barely see the seam. All right, do we have bubbles in the main? If we do, I give up. I would give up. Give up trying anyway. Huh. You guys, there's no bubbles in the main. Oh my gosh. So that worked. Oh, she's going to be so happy. That is so pretty. She's going to have golden accents, which I see there's a gold tint to that ivory I didn't know about. Uh-oh. And she's going to have clear stones. Oh, I'm so happy. So if you guys order this, I highly recommend not to have me marble it. Otherwise, that's where all the bubbles come from. So that worked. That is super cool. All right, let me get everything together so I could finish this up, and then we'll wait for those to cure to unmold those. Basically, they're going to look the same. There's really no reveal, but there will be for all of this.
My magic spell, turning the ordinary into something to tell. Glitz and gold with a stroke of flair. Diamond shine in the midnight air. Glue and gems, they're my magic spell. Turning the ordinary into something to tell. Glitz and glitter lighting up the night. Painting dreams with a shimmer so bright. Rhinestones dancing, catching every eye. This is my moment, gonna touch the sky. Each bit a story, each stroke a scream, turning scraps of nothing into a dream. Life's a canvas and I'm gonna paint, making chaos shine without restraint. Glitz and glitter lighting up the night. Painting dreams with a shimmer so bright. Rhinestones dancing, catching every eye. This is my moment, gonna touch the sky.
Everything is done. These are ready to come out. I'll show you what I did to the extras first. I just highlighted the petals in gold, put magnets on the back. This one I highlighted in gold because I'm going to give it with the little dragon, and she wanted gold on the dragon, so I figured let's do gold. So I just put a pinch bail in gold on that one. Here, this was from yesterday. I just never finished it, so I just put some rhinestones on it today. And then I did pull this one out, added a couple rhinestones. It is so pretty. Love this butterfly too. Here's the other butterfly, rhinestones in the tips of all 4 sets, I guess you can say. Here is the picture frame, and now I understand what you're talking about with the thing, because I actually got to put it together, but I didn't put it together without you, but I will in a minute. Here is the little dragon. She didn't want anything but gold highlights, and then I, of course, painted the little face. So I put gold on the toenails, the feet, the wings, and the back of the wings, down the backbone, and then I put a little gold butterfly right on the head. I didn't color in any of those because there was one of each color, and I thought that was cute. I mean, if she doesn't like it in the picture, I'll change it. I always ask if you guys want changes, but we'll see. Here is the unicorn. So she is all done up in gold and diamond-like rhinestones. I used 2 different sizes just to kind of change it up a little bit. I am so happy there's no bubbles in this. I am so ecstatic. So I just painted her face. Her mouth did not pour perfectly, so I couldn't draw the mouth on perfectly. But that's her. So these were the extras for that stuff. These are just some pocket hugs. I had painted the mold a while ago and I just haven't poured them yet. So I just backed them in that golden creamy color. And here's these. Of course, there's really no reveal because they look exactly the same. I'm just going to trim up this edge. But they came out really pretty. And here is this one. Voila! Really cute. It's really cute. I'll see if she wants anything done to the edges. But I don't think so. I don't know that she wants any stones on anything. Oh, this. So here's the original magnet. It's too big. So when I cut it, I realized that these were pockets. Now I understand completely what she's talking about. So when I cut, I had to cut 2 sides. You have this pocket here for your picture. But I'm going to leave I think I'm just going to leave it the way it is, because when you put it on the back, I'm going to glue it down anyway. You still have that opening at the top, and it doesn't matter if it opens a little bit more. So I'm just going to glue that down with E6000, and then you don't have to glue magnets on top of that. So I see where you're going with this. I think maybe I'm just going to glue not completely up to that other corner. And then wipe this off. Then just put this on here until it attaches. And that's it. Hopefully the magnet is strong enough to hold it up. That I don't know. I will let you know if it is not. I will try to remember to let you know if it is not. I hope that it is. I don't know that it is though, because this is a kind of a heavy little picture frame. And I'm just gonna let that dry, and everything else is done. I think I will put these pocket hugs on their little papers and in their little bags, and we'll give those away with some orders. I'm just gonna let that dry. All right, guys, that's it for today. I think I'm gonna choose something other than orders tomorrow. So come back and find out what it is. Maybe I'll have Don with me. I'm not sure. He wanted to do a couple things, but I'm not sure what he's doing tomorrow. So we'll see. Come back and check. I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a blessed day, everyone. Bye.
Glitz and glitter paint her way. She lights up hearts come what may. With a brush of faith she starts. Jesus whispers through her art. Patience blooms in every hue. Her love for viewers shines so true. Shimmer sparkles in her eyes. A radiant soul under bright skies. Glitz and glitter, Michelle, a story. Her colors tell faith and love in every part. Jesus guides her shining heart. Canvas dreams and sparkly streams. Her laughter flows like sunlit beams. With each stroke her spirit sings. A masterpiece of golden wings. She sprinkles joy like morning dew. In every shade a promise new. A life of love, a life of grace. In her art we see his face. Glitz and glitter, Michelle, a story. Her colors tell faith and love in every part. Jesus guides her shining heart. is new, a life of love, a life of grace. In her art we see his face. Glitz and glitter, Michelle, a story her colors tell. Faith and love in every part, Jesus guides her shining heart.